It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Sherry Matter, Assistant Dean for Professional Programs here at the Ross and Carol Neese College of Nursing. She oversees MSN and DNP programs, key pathways shaping the next generation of nurse leaders and educators. How do the MSN and DNP programs prepare nurses to become leaders and educators in a rapidly evolving healthcare environment?
At the Ross and Carol Neese College of Nursing, we know healthcare is always evolving, and our MSN and DNP programs are built to help nurses grow into strong leaders and educators in that environment. For example, our DNP-Leadership program follows the AACN DNP Essentials, which means students learn how to translate research into practice, lead system-wide changes, and step into expert-level nursing roles. The curriculum covers everything from health policy and informatics to change theory and population health, so graduates leave with a strong foundation in both strategy and practice. Our MSN programs have specialized tracks like nurse administrator, nurse educator. The administrator track focuses on leadership, health systems policy, perfect for nurses aiming to improve care delivery or manage teams. The educator track is about teaching and curriculum design, which is critical right now with the growing need for qualified nursing faculty. And beyond the curriculum, what really sets our program apart is the experience our faculty bring. Many have worked in high-level healthcare and academic roles. They bring those real-life insights into every course. We also know that flexibility matters, so students can study full-time or part-time, depending on what works best for them. The balance of academic rigor, real-world application, and flexibility is what makes our graduates so well prepared for the future of nursing.
You've shared how the programs are designed to build leadership and educator skills. Can you give an example of how a student has taken what they learned and used it to create real change in their workplace or educational setting?
Sure. One that comes to mind is a student who was working as a chief nursing officer. In our healthcare finance and policy course, she created a budget and a pro forma for a capital project. She ended up presenting that to her hospital board, and they approved her project for full funding. It's such a great example of coursework translating straight into leadership action. Another story involves two students who focused on workplace violence in their organizations. With the knowledge and tools from the program, they implemented strategies that boosted incident reporting, and early results showed fewer staff injuries. That kind of immediate, measurable change is what we love to see in our students.
It's clear your students are making a real impact. What kind of support do they receive along the way, especially when it comes to mentorship, balancing their responsibilities, and continuing their professional job?
That's a really important question, especially for nurses who are balancing work, family, and school. One thing our students really appreciate is built-in mentorship. As they work on their final projects, they pair with mentors, often leaders in healthcare or education, who offer real-world advice and support. A lot of those relationships continue after graduation. We've also made sure that the program is flexible. Students can go full-time or part-time, and part-time paths can be adjusted to fit their schedule. We emphasize wellness and work-life balance throughout the program. When it comes to professional growth, students develop through their coursework, practicum experiences, and the guidance of advisors or committees. And they have a full team behind them: writing coaches, stat experts, research librarians, all ready to help. We want our students to feel supported and confident and empowered to lead.
Thank you, Dr. Matter, for sharing how Penn State MSN and DNP programs are not only equipping nurses to lead and teach with such confidence, but also empowering them to drive real-world change in practice, policy, and education.